Hello and welcome to the recognition ceremony of the Entrepreneurship World Cup St. Lucia Global Finalist. We'd like to thank you so much for joining. My name is Jessie Leonce and we're coming to you from the GIS studios. Today we want to recognize and acknowledge the persons who made the events possible for this national leg of the international competition this year. And just to give you an indication of the individuals who are in studio at this point in time, we want to recognize the presence of the Taiwanese ambassador, His Excellency Peter Chen. Also at the head table, we have the country director of this competition, Ms. Michelle Samuel, as well as the country coordinator, Mr. Dave Headley, also representing Invest St. Lucia, and we have the Vice President of Slistr, Ms. Lisa Yard. A special good day to all of you, especially the participants. Welcome to you as well. Entrepreneurship World Cup St. Lucia is the national leg of this program, EWC, which has been branded the biggest pitch competition in the world. As St. Lucians who have the dream of sharing the global stage with other phenomenal and change-making companies must first go through screening, round one, the preliminaries, and the national finals in order to get a chance. And after making it to the national finals, the winner will participate in the EWC Accelerate 2 and can be selected as one of the EWC Top 100, who will then compete at the global finals in Saudi Arabia. Now, because of the pandemic, the worldwide pandemic, the finalists will be engaged in this competition final via online. So please take note of that. At this point in time, we move on with the presentations. We have a statement being made by the Gen President, Mr. Jonathan Ortmans.
Hi, welcome to the Entrepreneurship World Cup, hosted by the MISC Global Forum, the Global Entrepreneurship Network, and the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, and of course, most importantly, all of you, the national hosts around the world that have made this extraordinary competition possible. As you may be aware, we have 160,000 entrants this year, which is a testament to all the pivoting going on for the pandemic with our founders, our startups, our small businesses, our entrepreneurs, everybody trying to figure out better ways of doing things in the light of a global crisis. We're very proud to say that 198 countries are participating, and that, of course, we have an extraordinary volume of ideas and talent assembled here at this important moment in history. You know, the EWC is not just a pitch competition. As you all know, we're just as focused on those of you who do not win as we are on our winners. We're particularly proud of the fact that we give everybody access to EWC Accelerate, which is a virtual training and mentorship platform. And we have so many things on that platform available, ranging from honing your skills around using the exclusive content library for learning about customer feedback, or learning about pitching and deck creation, or learning about team building, or just company culture. And we've also got a whole range of perks to sort of turbocharge your startup. So far, we've had $3.1 million worth of perks that people have downloaded and take advantage of, thanks to the kindness of people like Google Cloud, HubSpot, Stripe, and others who've made available some of these resources in kind to all of you. I think each of you get access to up to $25,000 in these perks. Now, of course, all our national winners will advance to the next stage, and they'll actually have the opportunity to participate in Accelerate 2, which is a virtual structured accelerator, which is designed to help each of them make it into the EWC 100, which is essentially the top 100 startups out of the 160,000 that applied, who will join the global finals in October. Of course, this Accelerate 2 is not a requirement, it's not mandatory, but it accepts unless you're an early stage startup. But we encourage all of you, all of the entrants of the Entrepreneurship World Cup who make it through to these finals to take advantage of this. 80% did last time. The top 4 finalists last time are all ones that went through Accelerate 2, and that we hope that it's certainly something that you'll look and say there's nothing to lose participating in this and increasing my chances of winning in October. But most importantly, I want to be able to say to all of you, I hope that you'll look at this competition as a way to test your grit, to understand that being an entrepreneur is about conducting an experiment, figuring out new ways of doing things. You collect data, and in this virtual circle of innovation, you improve your ideas. So stay with us, whether it's the Miss Global Forum, or TGALF, or of course the Global Entrepreneurship Network. We're really here to help you succeed. The competition is really our momentum, our energy. It's about helping us to prepare and engage and get some discipline around what we're doing, but we're really here to help you all succeed. You know, I'll end with just a very important note, and that is to remind you that you all hold a very special place in the world at this time. You know, entrepreneurs, perhaps more than any other group of people on the planet, have a degree of comfort with uncertainty, with lack of predictability, with crisis. Because when someone comes in and completely changes the rules across the planet, entrepreneurs are very courageous. You're people that see, yes, opportunity, but you also see, you're not fearful of it. You see the rules change, it means something that wasn't possible before may be possible now. And so I hope that you'll consider yourselves all to be leaders in your communities. At GEN, for example, my organization, we're working extremely hard to prepare the world for this. Most importantly, with the Entrepreneurship World Cup in these next few weeks, where we'll try to get everybody innovating, pivoting for the pandemic, come up with 160,000 new ways that we can make things work in the future in this new economy that we'll be entering. But then in November of 2020, we're challenging every nation on the planet to celebrate Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is essentially a way of saying, you already get the power of entrepreneurship. Reach out in your communities to those that don't. Let's try to get more citizens in each of our countries being starters. More citizens thinking there's got to be better ways of doing things, taking the initiative, being part of solutions, coming up with ways to help not just themselves, but their fellow citizens. So I hope that you'll get involved in Global Entrepreneurship Week. It's happening already in 177 countries, and we hope to have more signed up soon. And then, of course, at GEN, we're also leading up to everybody returning for a Global Entrepreneurship Congress, for which you're all invited. You can go to gec.co. And this is where we will have a variety of virtual programming leading up to a finale that will allow us to all together work hard to figure out what is going to be the future of our economies and what is the role of entrepreneurs. I think you've all heard it many, many times before. You're valued in your societies because almost all the net new jobs come from firms less than 5 years old. Big companies in environments like this tend to shed jobs, whereas new firms tend to grow and create jobs. You're extremely important in an area where most of our communities are suffering from high rates of unemployment. So we hope that through the Entrepreneurship World Cup and some of the other things that Jen and our partners are trying to do here, that you'll consider yourself to be part of the solution. That we want to be part of helping to light the candle, not just in your heart, but also light the candle in the hearts and minds of many of your friends and community members. And so together we can solve, together we can work as one global entrepreneurial ecosystem in helping our economies and our communities rebuild after this difficult time. I'll end with one important note. I'm still astounded to this day. This pandemic was tailor-made for a global response, but somehow, at a political level, it never got it. There were thousands of siloed responses in communities in the healthcare response to this. I hope that as entrepreneurs, we can set an example for our political leaders, set example for the rest of the world and say that just like national boundaries are porous to viruses, they're also porous to innovation. And that we can work together as one community in coming up with solutions and answers and ideas, no matter where you come from, that we can be part of the solution in 2021 as we all rebuild and try to rebuild better. So good luck today. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I hope you'll remain part of this powerful movement of entrepreneurs around the world who are solving problems and part of the solution, seeing the glass half full. And I hope to meet many of you in the weeks and months to come as we look to be these problem solvers. Best of luck today, and thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Protocols already being established. I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the second annual recognition ceremony of the Entrepreneurship World Cup St. Lucia program. Now, the Entrepreneurship World Cup program, as Jonathan Othman rightly said, empowers entrepreneurs at all levels, from idea stage through to scale up, helping them reach the next stage in their journey. It combines a massive pitch competition, which you all were part of, with access to a global platform, with virtual training resources, targeted mentoring, valuable perks, potential investment, and a shot at life-changing prizes. Entrepreneurship World Cup St. Lucia is the national leg of this program known as EWC, which has been branded the biggest pitch competition in the world. St. Lucians who have the dream of sharing the global stage with other phenomenal and change-making companies must first go through screening, round one, the preliminaries, and finally the national finals in order to get that chance. After making it to the national finals, the winner will participate in EWC Accelerate 2 and can be selected as one of the EWC Top 100, who will then compete at the global finals in Saudi Arabia. Unfortunately, as a result of COVID, the global finals will now take place online, which means we can all witness it and be part of it. The Entrepreneurship World Cup is an initiative of the MISC Global Forum and the Global Entrepreneurship Network in collaboration with the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, backed by a broad collection of entrepreneurial support organizations and strategic partners. Slistr took on the role of host of EWC St. Lucia in 2020, and we decided to partner with an agency that we know champions entrepreneurship. And what better agency than Invest St. Lucia? And when doing so, we needed someone who would hold and carry a torch to find the best partners, to find the best judges, and collaborators to ensure that this was executed perfectly. And who better than Mr. Dave Headley? I would like to thank everyone who worked together with us to make Entrepreneurship World Cup St. Lucia 2020 a reality. Today we have the top entrepreneurs who surpassed screening, round one, preliminaries, and made it to the finals. We crowned 3 persons as the top 3 and 2 champions, and we are going to recognize them today. Thank you all for coming, and I look forward to seeing you again in 2021. Thank you.
With protocol being already established, good morning to all. I would like to start off by congratulating all the young persons, entrepreneurs in St. Lucia who submitted their business ideas or submissions to EWC. Of course, we had a total of 104 persons this year, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate our top 9 participants who are in this room to be recognized today. As the country coordinator and the representative for Invest St. Lucia, we were very pleased and happy to provide opportunities for young entrepreneur persons. Of course, to access those relevant resources that could, of course, increase their chances of success. In addition, I would like to take this opportunity to invite all St. Lucians and even those persons in the room who could hear me to sign up to our recently launched virtual business incubator called Boost. And it's a new journey we're starting off in St. Lucia. We really want to encourage other young persons, especially those who are in the room who would have participated in the World Cup, to really be a source of inspiration to those other young persons in St. Lucia who are now thinking or maybe starting up a business or want to join the entrepreneurship space. So we encourage persons to tap into that opportunity. And of course, they can follow the Boost platform on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter by searching for Boost St. Lucia. But again, I'm happy that so many persons were able to participate in the Entrepreneurship World Cup this time around. I think, like the president rightly said, you could count all yourself as winners. I'm sure it was an invaluable experience, and I'm sure you guys are inspirations for other young startups and persons in St. Lucia. So again, I just want to take this opportunity to really thank you. I know Invest St. Lucia is fully happy with this initiative. And like I told you, we recently launched the Virtual Business Incubator and Accelerator, so I'm really excited, and I'm actually looking forward to the next national competition, and I'm hoping that we'll even have more submissions. We were very pleased and happy to provide opportunities to support and provide relevant resources to those startups and entrepreneurs who participated. So at this time, I'm just going to recognize them. St. Lucia Development Bank, First National Bank Limited, Advanced Intellectual Methods, Hannah Fitz, Flow St. Lucia, Taiwanese Embassy in St. Lucia, Invest St. Lucia, Edge Marketing Inc., Startup Huddle St. Lucia, Bell Fund St. Lucia, SEDU, also known as the Small Business Development Center, St. Lucia News Now, and of course the NTN Studios. Thank you.
I'd like to present the awards to our judges. And right now we have in our audience judge number 1, Kizzy Roberts, who represents the OECS, Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. We also have in our midst also Darnell Florius, who represents EcoCarib. And we also have 3 judges who are not present with us right now. They are Joshua Esnad from Cutbuddy. There's Dr. Keith Nurse, the principal of the South Louis Community College. And we have Hannah Fitz of Hannah Fitz. She's also a consultant and a coach. We'll be presenting those awards later on a future date to them. Thank you very much for your time.
And at this point, we just want to give an opportunity for the judges who are present, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Florius, to come give a word of congratulations to the finalists.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Standing on the protocol already established, let me say it is a pleasure to be here with you, and I bring you greetings from the OECS Commission. We are happy to be a part of this initiative, and it certainly really highlights the talent that is available within St. Lucia, and we are really happy to be a part of judging the competition and going through the process of the competition. I want to offer special congratulations to the winners. I think you did yourselves proud, did your families proud. We would like that this fire that is started to burn in St. Lucia with what Michelle is doing here and supported by Invest St. Lucia, and so to continue to spread throughout the region. So thank you very much for inviting us to be a part of this.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I'd like to adopt the protocol already established as well. And I just want to encourage all of the entrepreneurs, because being an entrepreneur myself, I know how tough it is, especially in the market in St. Lucia and the Caribbean as a whole. It's not easy to grow a business, especially a tech-based business. And I'd also just like to implore you guys to never give up, because that is what is going to make you successful. Like the sleepless nights, the blood, the sweat, the tears sometimes, it's all going to be worth it at the end of the day if you just keep going and keep following your dream. The most important thing about it is that nobody sees your vision unless you actually become successful. Success is something that is perceived as a mythical thing, but it really is just you never giving up. All right? You have to show others what your dream is and bring it into existence. You have to force reality to submit to your will and your dream and your vision. So just keep going, and all the support and the help you need will come to you in due time. Trust God and trust His timing, because His timing is perfect. All right? Thank you.
At this point in time, I want to recognize the Taiwanese embassy here in St. Lucia for their support of this initiative.
I am so very proud and happy to be standing here. And this is a moment that I have been waiting for since we all first began a couple of months ago. I know that all of you have been really working hard on your startups, on your innovations, your products and services, and to be recognized in such a way that persons know that you mean business. And we are in the business of supporting people who mean business. So those seated here before us, we have some tokens of appreciation that we'd like to present to you. And of course, we will end with our global finalist, and then, of course, allow him to say a few words of appreciation to us, okay? So we will begin with Miss Amber Rose Harris of Sarbio Fuels. We go to Mr. Gilland Avril of NGage. Mr. Darnell Charles of Advanced Company Group. We have Mr. Isaiah Lorde of Othniel Technologies. We also have Mr. Namahli Cupid of Slistr. We have Mr. Andrew Robertson of Difandot. Mr. Antonio Roderiquez of Carib Quick ePay. Mr. Denny Louis of Wake Express, who is unfortunately not with us today. And we also have Miss Dawna Hyacinth of EcoCreationz, who also could not be with us today. I would like to say that I'm truly proud of each and every one of you, how far you've come, and the fact that you are the best of the best. Do not stop here. Utilize the resources that you have access to through the Global Entrepreneurship Network, through Slistr, and of course Invest in Lucia, and of course Boost, to ensure that you are ready for 2021 and beyond. And now we finally move to the moment of truth that we've always been waiting for, the crowning glory, for us to award our EWC SLU 2020 champion, Mr. Gilland Avril of NGage. Mr. Gilland Avril will receive $850,000 of services from global partners and get to compete in the Miss Global Forum from the 18th to the 20th of this month.
Permit to use the protocol already established. I really thought it was a check from Investor of $850,000. But looking back, I'm very thankful I took part in this competition. I almost did not take part in the competition. I was the winner of last year's Get in the Ring from the Chamber of Commerce, and I felt that, you know what, this year should I take part in another competition or should I just allow somebody else to take part in a competition? But because of the circumstances of the COVID-19, I have a medical condition, a heart condition. And I felt that, you know what, I need to bring this to light because I started a project with the ministry. Well, I was initiated a conversation with the ministry and COVID-19 stopped that. So it's like, how do I now reinitiate that conversation with the ministry in midst of COVID-19? So I said, Michelle contacted me. I was like, oh, Michelle, do I really want to take part in a competition? And I think 2 days before the end, I actually submitted my project. And lo and behold, I actually won the competition. And through Investor Lucia, partner with Investor Lucia, actually opened the doors, the same thing that I wanted to have done that I could not have gotten, a meeting of the CMO and her team through Investor Lucia and winning this competition that allowed me to do this. So I'm very thankful for this. That means that the project I have, the idea that I had, like Darnell said, you have an idea, but you don't know that your success until you actually see some traction, some movement in this. And because of this competition has allowed me to actually get some traction, some movement in this. With the current situation, with more cases of COVID-19, it's sad that there's the situation that we are in right now, but there's always opportunity. There's always light in the darkest times. So this might be an opportunity for a business to actually emerge from this, to actually protect us as individuals in St. Lucia. So I'm really thankful that I took part in this competition. Michelle, thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to an entire year of working alongside with you and Investor Lucia with Boost. And to you, my other competitors, don't look at it as a setback. There are other opportunities. Look at this as a stepping stone, a learning process, and look forward to next year. I won't take part next year, so a little bit open. A little bit open to you. So thank you very much. Take care.
Okay, so we have two persons who could not physically be here who would like to also extend their congratulations to Mr. Gilland Avril on his amazing win. And we have Mr. Joshua Esnard, who will be the very first person we'll be watching. He's one of the judges. And last, we'll hear from the 2019 winner, Mr. Martin Hanna.
Congrats to Gilland Avril from NGage for being a finalist and winner of the St. Lucia EWC finals. Also congrats to him getting top 100 ventures. That's really big. Look forward to seeing how far he could go in the competition. And he has an amazing idea, amazing story, heartfelt story, and the business plan and the technology behind it. And the fact that it has a social mission and saves lives is just amazing. Congrats once again to him and the NGage team. And hey, keep going, keep moving. I can see you guys. You're gonna make it to the top. Take care.
Good day to all. My name is Martin Hanna, and I am last year's winner at the Entrepreneurship World Cup. I got the chance to go to Saudi Arabia and meet a lot of people, pitch against judges, network, and meet startups from all over the world. I'd like to congratulate this year's winner, NGage, on making it to the finals, and I'd like to pass on the torch and hope that we make something out of it for St. Lucia. To all those interested in finding more about the Entrepreneurship World Cup, I would highly recommend individuals to check it out, as it's an open ecosystem for business resources globally.
Well, that concludes the recognition ceremony of the Entrepreneurship World Cup St. Lucia Global Finalists. We'd like to thank you all for being here today. A special congratulations to you, Gilland, and thank you all for the work that you've been doing here with the Entrepreneurship World Cup in St. Lucia. We do wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much for watching on television. NTN, my name is Jessie Leon, signing off for now. Goodbye.